Hey there. So, I just wanted to put together a quick video uh, to sort of illustrate the idea that I have for the hackathon. I'm going to show a little proof of concept here that I was working on before hearing about the hackathon. So, whether we use this proof of concept and build from it or start from scratch is another question I'll address at the end of the video, because obviously the hackathon is built around the idea that you start the idea, um, you know, at the hackathon beginning. But putting that aside for just a moment. Um, so just to set some context, imagine that your friend tells you, okay, there's this cool online real-time strategy game where every unit that's on the map is actually has crypto in it, and if you want to play the game, you can deposit money into the platform, and then you join a game by putting money into your starting units, basically your starting army. And so you say, okay, cool, and you want to try this out. So he says, okay, it's $20 to start for your starting army, and he also says, I recommend putting in about $30 because you can use the extra money in the game as you play. You say, okay, whatever, cool. So you go to the website, you put your $30 in, and it says, okay, start the game, to join the match, you need $20 of that. And you click okay, you click go, and you see something like this. So here, first of all, I'll just say that let me get my cursor correct here. So you can see, first of all, that the $10 here, that's how much is left over in your account. Now that's not in the game yet. Um, and what you're looking at here is these are two workers. Here's a gateway. These are gold piles. And for the sake of this demo, basically, this gateway is $16, and these are each $2. So that's your $20 army, right? $16 invested in the gateway, $2 here, and $2 here, and that's why you have $10 left over. So the first thing you can do if you've joined the game, there's some nice gold here, so you could actually go and pick this up. Now this is assuming that there's going to be gold in the map, which would require, I mean, every piece of gold that's on the map will be backed by crypto. So this would assume that either there was a battle here, basically, and a bunch of units died, and that's why there's gold there, or the map was created with like $500 of credit just spread around the map. Anyway, and you can see that hasn't increased my account balance yet because I need to take that back to the gateway, right? So I can put that back up the gateway, and you can see, okay, that gold pile had about 50 cents in it, and I can go to this one and pick that guy up too. I can also bring more money down from the gateway. There we go. So you can see, oh, let me stop this guy. So you can see as I'm taking money here, my balance is going down. This guy's sucking up gold, and right now he can't do much except for make a gold pile with it, right? But whoops. But you can, yeah, you can take the gold. Let me make that go the other way. You can suck up the gold on the map, which again might have come from an army that was killed, and you can start bringing it to the gateway and end up with a higher balance basically than you entered with. So that's the idea. And then in the full game of the full version of the game, your units, which, you know, as I said, these each cost $2, and this one is $16. There will be a way that you can take that out of the game as well. Uh, Maybe the gateway could sort of consume these little workers, and maybe the gateway could do like a self-consuming thing where it kind of deletes itself and sends its credit back up to back up to your account. Um, yeah, what else? What else to go over? Yeah, I mean, I guess the basic premise is that you can join with, let's say, a $5 army, or build up a little $5 army. You can go and wait for other people to fight, and if two big armies clash and leave their gold, you could actually go pick that gold up and leave with more than you came in. Um, so it's betting, it's gambling sort of, but you're not just gambling some chunk of money on the outcome of the game. You're actually putting the money in the game and then losing or gaining some of that money based on how you play the game, right? Um, yeah, and then a final note on the architecture here is that uh, this is not implemented on the blockchain. Rather, what I want to do is build a game that is just a regular architectured server that has player credit, and then that credit is backed by crypto, just with a deposit and withdrawal system. So you go to the website, you put your $50 on or whatever you'd like to put on, you play a game, maybe you get out with less money or you get out with more money, but either way, the player credit, which would be the same number that's here, you can deposit and withdraw at any point. So even as you're playing, the idea is you could withdraw this $12, and you know, if you play a bit more, and you get these guys. Well, if you withdraw, this would obviously go to zero, and then you could take more gold out, and then withdraw that as well. But there'd be no rush to do that because the idea is that everything that's in the game in terms of units and gold piles, that's at risk, right? Somebody can come and wipe out my guys and my gateway. Now I don't have anything except for whatever is showing up here. And then to secure that, I would need to, bring it back through the gateway and up into my account. So the bigger army you have, essentially, the more that you're risking, right? Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. So to talk about sort of whether I go with this or something else, it depends on the team that I get. If the team that joins me wants to start from scratch, we can do that. Then obviously the goal is more about winning prizes, right? Although if we do that, I'd want to keep basically two main concepts. One is that I don't want to implement logic on the blockchain. I think it's not the best place to put game logic, basically. I'd rather just do a deposit withdrawal system and make it feel like, well, this brings me to the second point, which is you're actually fighting over cryptocurrency in the game, right? So I've done this in a real-time strategy way. You could do it with a trading card game idea, in theory, right? Um, but it has to be competitive, right? You want to fight with other people over the cryptocurrency. Um, yeah, and then if we actually just continue with this, then the goal isn't so much to win prizes at the hackathon. It's more about forming a team and meeting people who might want to work on this in a longer term way, um, and just using the hackathon as a container to see how much we can get done. So yeah, I hope that all made sense. Can't think of much else to say, so I'll end it here.